Okay, the table of time. I'm just going to start by just going through it, just so you hear it going from top to bottom, and then I'll go line by line and just explain how to get to arrive at all of the different rhythms. We've just got this set on 60 beats per minute. Eventually what you do is you set it by whatever your threshold tempo is on the bottom line. Obviously, once you get to be able to do those rhythms, then you've got to sort of set it at the top level that you can go to. So here we go, it's 60 beats per minute. 2. I'll do each line twice, by the way. So... that would happen. 9. So obviously the 9s are the hardest, line 9 rather, because it's getting towards the top end of my speed. That's comfortable as anything in double strokes, but for singles I'm not particularly fast. So anyhow, so I presume nobody needs any help with the first line, crotchets, but just things to take account of are to make sure that your hands and your feet, whether you're just playing just the bass drum or alternating, that the strokes are lining up both with the click and with the feet as well. Now, quarter triplets, which are the second line, I would suggest that if you're not familiar with these, to try and get to grips with line 4 first, which is 8th note triplets, and then we can get back to the quarter note triplets from then. So if we go to line 3, I presume everybody can do this as well. Just get used to counting it as well. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and try to ensure that the right and left hands are equal volume. So when we get to line 4, these are the triplets, which you count as 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and... It's a good idea to get really comfortable at vocalizing the rhythm and then trying to get that out on the hands. Just remember with triplets that it's going to alternate between right hand and left hand, which one lands on the beats. Right hands will be on beat 1 and 3, left hands will be on beat 2 and 4. So you can either count it 1 and 2 and or 1 triplet, 2 triplet. So right hand, left hand. And getting back to that, how we get to line 2 from this, all we've got to do is take the left hand away from the drum and put your left hand on your knee, but keep moving the sticks exactly the same, ensuring that the left hand's lining up with the foot on every beat 2 and 4. So we'll go 1 and 2 and 3, take the left hand away, and we get 1 and 2. And that's the crotchet triplet placement. Once you've got it comfortable in your mind how it sounds, try and... It is more difficult to play alternating sticking. It's easier, obviously, trying to do the 8th note triplets, then just taking your left hand away. It makes it quite comfortable to do those crotchet triplets, but doing it alternating between right and left hand takes a little bit more work, but it's worth sticking at. Okay, so line 5 shouldn't be a problem. 16th notes, just counting from 1 and 2 and 3. But going from line 4 to line 5, just be careful. A lot of people just think it's faster than what it is and the speed up. So line 4 to line 5 goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then 5, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Line 4, line 5. Okay, now line 6, again, if you're not sure of how to do groups of 6, you basically think of line 4, 1 and do it just with your right hand. then fill in the space with the left hand, just like you do going from 8th notes to 16th notes. 1 and 2 and 1 E and E and 2 E and E and 1 E and E and 2 E and. If you want to say it, the only way I've come across to say it is 1 E and E and 2 E and E and 3 E and E and 4 E and E and. But it is a bit of a mouthful, especially when you get a little bit quicker. So, yeah, 16th triplets, or sextuplets as they're called. And then line 7, all you've got to do with this, if you're not sure, is think of line 5 with your right hand. So it would be 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and with your right hand, and then left hand comes in between. Yeah, that's one way. So line 5 and line 7 are linked by the right hand playing line 5 and then fill in with the left hand in between. Now line 8, this one's groups of 9, and if you notice I've accented every 3 notes because it's effectively, to get to the groups of 9, you think of line 4. No, you don't. You think of, yes, line 4, as if you're doing line 4. The rhythm is 1 and 2 and 3 and that's basically where those accents fall. What you're going to be doing is playing a triplet for each one of those triplets, for each one of those 8th notes rather. So I don't know a way of counting this, but it just sounds like this. If you think of that rhythm, that 1 and 2 and it should come out like this. So that's a way of getting to it, and obviously once you're more comfortable then you can remove those accents, but it's a good way to lock in and get the right amount of notes per pulse. Now line 9 is obviously the fastest, but getting to those groups of what effectively would be 12 notes per beat, 2 groups of 6, but they're in triplets, so again there's a link to line 6 on this one. So if you think of line 6, which is 1 E and E and 2 E and E and 1 3 E and E and 4 E and E and 1. If you do that with one hand, now you can tell that I'm not exactly comfortable with that. That's because I'm a little bit out of practice in terms of speed and what have you, but it wouldn't take too long to get that a little bit more confident. So these are really worth working on. And once you can do all of them comfortably individually, then start trying to move between different lines and get comfortable with going line 5 to line 8 or line 6 to line 3 and all the various subdivisions. It should really improve your overall control of rhythm. Okay, I'm going to have one more try at playing all the way through. So this is the table of time at 60 beats per minute. I'm going to do two lines each. Twice through each line, I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4. So. I'm not very good at that last line. I need to work on that and work on my speed, I think. So there you go, the table of time.